Good evening, everybody, and how are you doing? Right, welcome to my 2-minute saver. This time I'm going to be trying to save you money on your gas and electricity bill with 3 habits that you actually always do and forget about. Right, so the first habit we're going to try to stop is in your fridge. Look in your fridge, just check in your fridge and see if there's any space in there. Remember, if there's a big gap in the fridge, and you're actually paying for that to be cooled down. So easiest way, get yourself a bottle of water or something like this, fill it full of water, put it in the fridge. It does 2 things. Fills the space up, less gap, leave a little bit of air circulation to go around, but try to fill up like 70-80% of it at least. This cuts down on the amount of things that have to be cooled down. As well as that, the water will cool down, and that will help keep it cool. Otherwise, when you open the door, everything vanishes out, and all the cool air vanishes. You have to heat the whole thing up, cool the whole thing down again. Okay, bit mixed up then, but you understand what I mean, right? Second one is gas. If you're like me, for those people who are watching every penny, I use my gas only when I have a bath and only when I'm doing the pots. That's about it, really. So from that side, I'm not using that pilot light for at least 23 hours a day. At least 23 hours a day. So switch it off. You can switch it off on the combi boiler. Switch it off. There you go. You've saved 23 hours of it going. That's option number 2. Right. The third one and the fourth one are very similar. Third one I've got for you is plugs and sockets and switches. Turn them off. You don't need them on. Yeah. Easiest thing is walk around the house. I bet you if you walk around the house now and you go to all the plugs and switches, there'll be at least 8 of them on, switched on. What you don't actually need. Turn them off. Switch them to off. Don't just leave them. Switch them to off so you remember. Okay, and the final one is televisions and stereos. Normally, anything like that is on all the time. And you've got that little red button that you think, oh yeah, I can just push the button to switch it on. You're paying for that privilege. You don't need it on. Switch it off at the plug. If you're going to work, you don't need the safety light on for 8 hours while you're at work. Yeah, so I remember an old thing about a bedtime routine years ago to prevent fires. Same sort of principle. This time it's preventing you getting big gas bills. Remember, if you're like me, I paid my gas bill and my electric bill. I was paying them by direct debit. And then I found that the gas and the electricity board were actually keeping the direct debits for 6 months without running the bill. 6 months. So they were getting the interest off that money. And I wasn't getting the correct bill. So I could have done with that money in my account. So if you find that you have a large we'll call it overpayment to them, simply don't pay them as much. Or pay a smaller amount, not what they dictate, or give them the correct reading every month. That will help you as well. Hope that saved a lot of it. A little bit of money, but altogether it will save a lot over the whole thing. And me being confused again with my mouth. Blah, 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 blah. So, all right. Hope you've had a lovely evening. Ta-ta. See you online.